Greetings, literature lovers. We were discussing The Caretaker by Nobel laureate dramatist Harold Pinter. Let's continue with the second paragraph, Act 1, A Night in Winter, starting with the fifth, sixth line. He tells Alston that he needs a new pair of shoes as he would go to Sidcup to pick up his papers. He reveals that he has been passing himself off under the false name of Bernard Jenkins, but now wants to establish his real identity. He claims that his real name is Mac Davis. Davis takes off his trousers and gets into bed. Alison sits on his own bed, mending a plug, and the light fades. The next morning, Aston is the first to get up. He immediately shakes Davis awake, complaining bitterly that he has been unable to sleep because Davis has been making noises in his sleep. Now Alston prepares to leave, but first gives Davis a dokie. Once Aston has gone out, Davis locks the door and begins investigating the objects in the room. As he does so, Mike silently enters. Pocketing his own keys, he watches Davis for a while and throws him vicariously to the floor. Now Mike checks Davis' trousers under the blankets. The act finishes with Mike Davis. What's the game? Now begins Act 2. A few seconds later, and Davis is still on the floor with Mike seated watching him. Davis tries to explain to Mike that his name is Jenkins, that he wants his trousers back as he needs to go to Sidcup to retrieve his papers. He adamantly claims that he is not an intruder, having been invited to stay in the room. Now, Mike engages in an erratic interrogation of Davis. The interrogation part is quite important, as you must have aware about Pinter's style of writing, during which he insists that he is the owner of the house. Nelson arrives with Davis' bag, which he had left in the cafe. A frantic game of piggy in the middle ensures, during which the two brothers take delight in denying Davis' bag. Finally, Davis manages to get hold of it and retreats to his bed. Now Mike leaves the room. Aston tells Davis that the room does indeed belong to Mike. He adds that he is meant to decorating the upper part of the house. Once he has finished the shed to be used as a workshop that is building in the garden, Aston offers there is a job as a caretaker. Now the title comes. And while Davis is worried about how he is to cope with callers, he obviously pleased with the offer, and the lights fade to blackout. That's all for today. We'll discuss it later.